Get ready for a thrilling ride with The Enigma of Seabrook, a gripping story that will keep you on the edge of your seat. The small coastal town of Seabrook had always been a place of mystery and charm. Perched on the edge of a rugged cliff, its quaint cottages and cobbled streets seemed frozen in time. The town, nestled between dramatic cliffs and the restless sea, was enveloped in legends as old as the ocean itself. Tales of hidden treasures, lost civilizations, and spectral ships lost to the mist were as much a part of Seabrook's character as the briny air and the creaking of its wooden piers. On a blustery autumn evening, the usual tranquility of Seabrook was interrupted by the arrival of a sleek silver car. Inside was Dr. Lydia Harrington, a renowned archaeologist whose reputation for unraveling ancient mysteries preceded her. Lydia had received an enigmatic letter from an old colleague, Professor Edwin Cross, who had recently disappeared under mysterious circumstances. The letter, penned in a shaky hand, hinted at a groundbreaking discovery and warned of impending danger. Lydia's arrival did not go unnoticed. As she unpacked her bags at the town's only inn, the Seafarer's Haven, she was met with a mixture of curiosity and caution from the locals. The innkeeper, a stout woman named Martha, greeted Lydia with a blend of hospitality and apprehension. "Welcome to Seabrook, Dr. Harrington," Martha said, her voice carrying the lilting tones of the town's maritime heritage. "We don't get many visitors this time of year. What brings you here?" Lydia hesitated, then replied, "I'm here to follow up on some research. I received a letter from Professor Edwin Cross. Have you heard of him?" Martha's expression shifted to one of concern. "Professor Cross? That name hasn't been mentioned around here for years. I hope everything is all right." As Lydia settled into her room, she couldn't help but notice the inn's nautical decor: old maps, weathered sea chests, and faded photographs of ships long since vanished. The inn's cozy atmosphere provided a stark contrast to the storm brewing outside. Lydia knew she was on the brink of something significant, and the mysterious nature of her arrival only heightened her sense of anticipation. The following morning, Lydia ventured out to investigate Professor Cross's last known location, a small, decrepit cottage perched precariously on the edge of town, overlooking the treacherous cliffs. The cottage had once belonged to a local sailor, but had been abandoned for years. Lydia approached with caution, her breath visible in the crisp morning air. The cottage's windows were boarded up, and the front door creaked ominously as Lydia pushed it open. Inside, the cottage was a snapshot of neglect: dusty furniture, scattered papers, and a single, flickering candle. On the desk lay a collection of old maps, some of which seemed to correspond to the ones in the inn. Lydia carefully examined them, noting peculiar markings and annotations. One map stood out, its borders adorned with strange symbols and a cryptic message that read, "Find the heart of the storm where the moonlight dances upon the waves." Lydia puzzled over the meaning of the message, but her thoughts were interrupted by a sudden gust of wind that blew open the cottage door. As Lydia closed the door and turned back to the desk, she noticed a loose floorboard. With a bit of effort, she pried it open and discovered a hidden compartment containing an old journal. The journal belonged to Professor Cross, and detailed his recent research into an ancient maritime legend, a legend about a sunken city rumored to lie beneath the sea, protected by an enigmatic force. The journal also contained references to a local myth about a lighthouse that guided ships to a hidden island, though no such island had ever been found. Lydia realized that the lighthouse in Seabrook might be the key to understanding Cross's research. Determined to learn more, Lydia visited the Seabrook Lighthouse. The lighthouse stood tall and proud against the stormy sky, its white facade a stark contrast to the dark, roiling sea. As Lydia approached, she was greeted by the lighthouse keeper, an elderly man named Isaac Horn. Isaac was a grizzled, taciturn figure who eyed Lydia with suspicion, but ultimately agreed to show her around. The interior of the lighthouse was a labyrinth of gears and levers, and Isaac explained its operation with a sense of pride. Lydia's keen eye noticed that Isaac was more knowledgeable about the history of the lighthouse than he let on. Professor Cross was here recently, Isaac admitted after some prodding. He was asking about the old legends and seemed particularly interested in the mechanisms of the lighthouse. I didn't think much of it at the time. Lydia asked Isaac about the strange markings on the old maps she had found. Isaac's face grew somber, and he hesitated before speaking. The legends say that the lighthouse is more than just a beacon. Some believe it's a guide to something hidden beneath the waves, something that was lost long ago. Isaac handed Lydia an old, tattered journal that had belonged to the previous lighthouse keeper. The journal contained notes about unexplained phenomena around the lighthouse, including strange lights and sounds coming from the sea. Lydia noted a recurring reference to a storm that had occurred many years ago, which seemed to match the description of the storm in Cross's journal. As Lydia delved deeper into the mystery, she realized that the key to unraveling the enigma lay in understanding the heart of the storm mentioned in Cross's journal. She spent hours studying nautical charts and weather patterns, trying to pinpoint the exact location described. One stormy night, Lydia decided to test her theories. The storm had reached its peak, and the wind howled as she ventured out to the lighthouse. Isaac had warned her about the dangers of being out in such weather, but Lydia's determination outweighed her caution. At the lighthouse, Lydia used a makeshift light signal to communicate with the lighthouse's beacon, trying to align it with the patterns described in Cross's research. As she worked, she noticed a strange, rhythmic pulsing in the light's beam. It seemed to synchronize with the storm's intensity. Lydia's heart raced as she realized that the lighthouse's light was not merely a beacon, but a signal to something beneath the sea. The pulsing pattern matched the coordinates she had derived from the maps and the journal. The storm intensified, and Lydia's flashlight flickered as the lighthouse's beacon seemed to respond to her actions. Suddenly, a brilliant flash of light erupted from the sea, illuminating an area just offshore. Lydia's breath caught in her throat as she saw what appeared to be the silhouette of an ancient structure beneath the waves. The following day, Lydia sought the help of a local fisherman named Tom Reed, known for his extensive knowledge of the sea. Tom was skeptical at first, but agreed to help Lydia investigate the mysterious underwater structure. Using his fishing boat, they set out to the location revealed by the lighthouse's signal. The sea was still choppy, and the weather remained unsettled, but Lydia was undeterred. Equipped with diving gear and an underwater camera, she and Tom explored the area. As they descended into the depths, Lydia's heart pounded with excitement. Beneath the waves, Lydia discovered the remnants of an ancient city, towering columns, crumbling walls, and intricate carvings that hinted at a lost civilization. The underwater ruins were remarkably well preserved, and Lydia could make out symbols and artifacts similar to those she had seen in Cross's journal. Among the ruins, Lydia found a large stone tablet inscribed with the same cryptic symbols and messages from the maps. As she examined it, Lydia realized that the tablet was a key to understanding the city's purpose. It described a powerful artifact hidden within the ruins, a relic of immense significance that was said to control the forces of nature. As Lydia explored the underwater ruins, she discovered a hidden chamber beneath the city's central plaza. The chamber contained a pedestal on which rested an ornate, jewel-encrusted artifact. The artifact was the object of Professor Cross's research, and Lydia could feel its significance radiating from it. However, as Lydia reached for the relic, she was confronted by a spectral figure, a guardian of the ancient city. The guardian, a figure draped in flowing robes and emanating an ethereal glow, spoke in a voice that seemed to echo from another world. "You have found the heart of the storm," the guardian intoned. "But to wield the relic, you must prove your worth and understand the true nature of its power." The guardian's challenge was not physical, but intellectual. Lydia had to solve a series of riddles and puzzles related to the city's history and the relic's purpose. Each puzzle revealed more about the civilization that had once thrived in Seabrook and their understanding of nature's forces. Lydia's knowledge and intuition guided her through the trials, and she emerged victorious. The guardian's approval allowed her to take the relic, but with a solemn warning. "The relic holds great power, but it must be used wisely. It is a force of balance, not domination." With the relic in her possession, Lydia returned to Seabrook. The town was abuzz with speculation about her findings, and the townsfolk were eager to learn about the ancient city and its secrets. Lydia decided to share her discoveries with the community, understanding that the relic's power must be respected and preserved. In a public ceremony, Lydia presented the relic and explained its significance. She spoke about the ancient civilization's wisdom and their desire to protect the natural balance. The townsfolk listened with awe and reverence, realizing that their town was part of a much larger, hidden history. Lydia also revealed the truth about Professor Cross's disappearance. He had been researching the relic and the city's history, but had gone missing when he ventured too close to the relic's power. Lydia had managed to uncover his work and complete his research, honoring his legacy. The ceremony drew visitors from beyond Seabrook's borders, historians, archaeologists, and curious souls eager to learn about the town's newfound significance. Seabrook's reputation as a town of mystery and legend was solidified, attracting attention and respect from the academic community and beyond. The relic was placed in a secure location within the lighthouse, where it would be safeguarded and studied. A special chamber was constructed beneath the lighthouse to house the relic, ensuring its protection while allowing ongoing research. Lydia's meticulous documentation of the relic's significance and her detailed records of the ancient city's ruins became crucial resources for future scholars. As Lydia delved into further research, she discovered that the ancient civilization's knowledge extended beyond mere maritime legends. The ruins and artifacts revealed sophisticated understanding of astronomy, navigation, and environmental balance. The city had been a hub of knowledge, its people adept at harnessing natural forces to maintain harmony with the sea. Seabrook itself thrived, its mystique attracting historians, scholars, and adventurers from around the world. The town's historical society expanded, dedicated to preserving the secrets of the ancient city and the relic's legacy. Local artisans began crafting replicas of the ancient symbols and artifacts, adding a new layer of cultural depth to the town's economy. Isaac Horn, the lighthouse keeper, became a local hero for his role in revealing the city's secrets. His once ordinary life took on a new dimension as he shared stories of the lighthouse's history and its role in guiding Lydia to the discovery. Isaac's knowledge and experience became integral to Seabrook's charm, and he was celebrated for his contributions to the town's renaissance. As Lydia continued her research, she discovered that the ancient city had not been completely lost to the sea. The civilization had deliberately submerged itself to protect its knowledge from external threats. The city's leaders had understood the dangers of their power and had chosen to safeguard it beneath the waves. This revelation deepened Lydia's respect for the civilization's wisdom and their commitment to balance. Years passed, and Lydia's work became foundational in the study of ancient maritime civilizations. Her findings were published in numerous journals and books, contributing significantly to the academic understanding of lost cultures. She gave lectures and participated in conferences, sharing the story of Seabrook's hidden city and the relic's role in preserving nature's balance. Seabrook's lighthouse, once a solitary sentinel on the edge of the world, became a symbol of exploration and discovery. Its beam continued to cut through the darkness, guiding ships safely and serving as a reminder of the balance between curiosity and responsibility. The lighthouse's role in protecting the relic was a testament to the town's commitment to preserving its newfound legacy. In time, Seabrook's local legends evolved to incorporate the new chapters of its history. Stories of Lydia's bravery, Isaac's dedication, and the enigmatic relic became woven into the town's lore. The tales of the ancient city and its guardian were passed down through generations, inspiring awe and reverence among the townsfolk. One serene evening, as Lydia stood on the cliff overlooking the sea, she felt a profound sense of fulfillment. The storm that had once revealed the ancient city and the relic was now a distant memory, but its legacy lived on. Seabrook had become a beacon of history and knowledge, its secrets preserved for future generations. The lighthouse's light shimmered in the night, casting its beam over the restless sea. Lydia looked out at the waves crashing against the cliffs and thought about the mysteries that still lay hidden beneath the surface, waiting to be discovered. The heart of the storm, where the moonlight danced upon the waves, had revealed its secrets, but the allure of the unknown remained. Seabrook stood as a living testament to the enduring allure of mystery and the importance of preserving history. The town's stories and legends, interwoven with its identity, continued to attract seekers of knowledge and adventure. The relic, safeguarded within the lighthouse, was a reminder of the delicate balance between curiosity and responsibility. As the years went by, Seabrook continued to thrive, its mystique drawing people from all walks of life. The town's historical society became a renowned institution, dedicated to uncovering and preserving the secrets of the past. Seabrook remained a place where history and legend converged, and the echoes of its ancient city lived on in the hearts and minds of those who sought to understand the world's hidden depths. And so, as Lydia looked back on her time in Seabrook, she felt a sense of accomplishment. The town had embraced its legacy and continued to honor its past. The stories of the ancient city and the relic's significance were interwoven with the fabric of Seabrook's identity. The lighthouse, with its guiding light, stood as a beacon of exploration and discovery, a symbol of the mysteries that lay just beneath the surface, waiting to be unveiled by those who dared to seek them.